Hey, everybody, it's Tony Harris Taylor,
Jennifer Calendar.
and we are so excited. This is our first panel discussion this week, and we have some of our NIA sisters, if you will, the Black women franchisees of Network in Action. And so we're super excited to have a conversation with them. But what I'm really excited about is I get to come to
That's
ATL.
right. We're going to be hanging out in the ATL next week.
I'm so excited about that. One reason, and the primary reason, is because Jennifer and I have had a great relationship. We started about 5 months ago, and I believe that our connection will get even deeper.
That's
And then,
right.
and then you want to tell them about our upcoming event?
Yes. So many of my network on LinkedIn know this that we're hosting a networking event at the Palm at the West End on Peachtree, 5:30 on May 19th. Look forward to meeting all of you there. If you have not received an invitation from me, that does not mean that you're not invited. That just does that means that I haven't reached out to you. So we will be dropping the information for registration. It's actually here now. So please register. We look forward to meeting you there. There's free food, free valet, and lots of fun networking with Tony Harris Taylor and myself. And we look forward to having you there. So, Tony, I think so. This is my first in person event. I'm excited.
Wow, wow. And I'm
My
excited to be
first in person
co-hosting.
event with Network in Action. It's going to be a
Do
lot of
me a
fun.
favor, everybody that's watching and listening. Who do you know in Atlanta? Can you send them the link? Can you introduce them to me or Jennifer through Messenger, Facebook Messenger, LinkedIn Messenger? Get them there. I just was on a show right prior, a Blog Talk Radio show, and Entrepreneur Magazine wrote, the host of the show read, shout out to Linda. The host of the show read a quote from Entrepreneur Magazine. And the quote was, let me read it because I wrote it down. It was very important. Networking is key to, to your biz to keep your business from failing. Networking is
Mm,
key to keep your business. In other words, if you want to stay in business, you must learn to network.
that's right. That's
And
right.
so we want you to come to our event, network with us. But that's a great lead in to our guest today. So Jennifer happens to be in the airport, so she's going to go in and out of mute
That's
to
right.
protect y'all from the announcements. But I'm going to introduce fellow NIA franchisees. The first one I'm going to bring to the stage is Dr. Sarah David. All of them have doctorates. I just feel so inadequate right now, but they all
I know. I feel like a slacker.
know a
We have a
slacker.
powerhouse. We have a powerhouse here with us.
We have a powerhouse. So Dr. Sarah David, she's in Houston, Texas. I'm bringing her up to the stage. Welcome, Dr. Sarah.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
Yay! The second one I'm bringing to the stage is from Los Angeles, California. It is early in the morning for her, but she looks fabulous. Dr. Cynthia Sperlin. Come on
Good
to
morning.
the stage, girl.
Good
Yes,
morning.
yes, yes. Our third guest is in Florida, South Florida, my favorite part of the USA. She don't know it yet, but I'm going to be dropping in on her too. Dr. Dionne Rountree. So welcome, everybody.
Hi, everybody. So happy to be here.
So happy to have you. We had our summit back in March, and we looked around the room and we were like, it's just us. And we came together after that and we said, what can we do? Number one, to bring more brown people, black and brown people, and I think all of us are brown because this necklace is black. I am not. So all more brown people to the set for network in action. And then second, more brown men. And so we came together and we said, let's just talk about network in action. Why did we franchise? And then invite others to consider looking at network in action as an opportunity or another franchise, because Jennifer can help people find their right place for their franchise. So I'm going to stop talking and let Dr. Sarah David, who are you? What do you do?
Yes, well, thank you, Tony. My name's Sarah David. I'm actually a corporatepreneur. I both work a W-2 employment position as well as I'm an entrepreneur, and I help people build their brands and their business. And I really do that through using LinkedIn. So that's in a nutshell what it is I do.
Awesome. Yay. Dr. Rountree.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Dionne Rountree. I'm a certified leadership coach, a trainer, and speaker with the John Maxwell team, and I am so excited about being here. I did go back to my former employer as an adjunct professor at South University and just recently got hired, and grateful for this because I get to use my other doctorate, which is in ministry, from Trinity International University, and I'll be working with them and teaching leadership courses using my doctoral in ministry degree. So I'm excited about that.
Yay. Awesome. And Dr. Cynthia Sperlin, the JD doctor.
Hello. I'm so excited to be here with the lovely ladies this morning. My background is in law and real estate. And so I love networking. All of that works together for me, but I help people make money with a little money, a seed of money, to grow it into thousands and thousands of dollars through tax lien and tax deed investing.
Girl, I am so waiting for you to do that next class. I'm literally, please, I'm on pins and needles, wanting to learn that. Jennifer, are you trying to unmute, Jennifer? You got it?
I am. That introduction alone just has me. I mean, I'm here for that introduction. So
and you're in the
welcome.
perfect place, Georgia girl. You're in the perfect place.
I am loving it. So
Texas is not bad either for making money in tax.
That's right. So I'm looking forward to that next section. So
all right.
Tony,
if you, I got you. Great.
Tony, if you allow me, I just wanted to interject based on the background here. So I'm interested in hearing what has been your experience with networking. For me, I had to learn how to network. I was plugging into different places, but I wasn't making connections the right way, if that makes sense. So I'd be interested, now that we're all owners of Network in Action, what has been your experience and journey with networking?
Great question. Who wants to go first? I'll call you guys so you don't talk over each other. Dr. Sarah.
Yes. So it's interesting. Networking has always been a part of my professional career. By profession, I'm a career counselor. I've worked in higher education for most of my professional career. So I've been helping people and empowering people to connect and get jobs. So I found networking to be a very valuable tool early on because it was allowing me to help connect job seekers with employers that were looking to hire them, and they were getting hired from my networking them with one another and bringing them together in different events, job expos, job fairs, and helping them make that connection. For me personally, I found it very helpful. I love that Network in Action allows me to bring all those skills together, as a part of my career counseling background, as a leadership thought leader, and allow people to make those heavy connections so that they can advance their career, they can transition, they can reinvent themselves, they can get business leads. It's a variety of things that I've used and leveraged my networking capabilities so that people can make these connections. So that's been my experience.
Awesome. Dr. Rountree.
So I have always appreciated and valued networking prior to going into academia. I was a pharmaceutical sales professional, and prior to that, I did real estate, and I did financial advising even at one point. And in all of those professions, networking was key. It was always on a professional and corporate level, chambers and, the people, and like and trust, all those kinds of dynamics. And it was to get clients, but also to get positions in another company if you wanted to switch careers, all about who you know. But what I found so extraordinary about Network in Action and other networking that's similar, when I left my full-time position in academia as a program director and business professor, and I was there at this particular university for 6 years, as I was knew that I was going to transition, I started networking, and we had to do it virtual. So I noticed that when I got into the virtual space, these networking platforms that were used were for intentional referral help. It was for you to get referrals to intentionally grow your business. And then, like Tony, you said earlier, I'm looking around the room about 50 people. And you could count on one hand, if that, how many people look like me. And I was amazed that in these platforms, they were passing referrals right on the spot, or meeting and connecting right after. I got someone who could use your service. I got someone who could use your product. And I'm like, whoa, where are we?
Yeah.
Where are we? And so that was my first exposure. It was a free networking group. And then when I learned through Network in Action that I could be a franchise owner and get paid to do something I love getting people together for a job or referring clients. It was a no-brainer. I mean, he could barely get the offer out before I said yes, because it's something I do naturally and appreciate it. But to make it more intentional was so much more amazing to me. And so, yes, everyone needs to know, especially in the Black community, we're not doing that intentionally.
Intentionally, that is so
Yes.
key. Yay. Dr. Cynthia.
Well, for me, I've always been interested in networking. It's just fun talking to people, being curious about their lives and what they're doing. So being an outgoing person, it was a natural thing, but it's some skill that's learned as well, because you have to do things in a certain way when you're networking, the first impression, all of that. There's a skill to networking. But what I love about it is empowering. It's abundant, it's prosperous, because you grow in that exchange of energy and the connection. And so I've used it in personal and in professional life, because joining clubs in college like the Black Student Union and things like that, the Black Law Association, all of those made life a lot easier, having those connections. When I was in graduate school, I talked to another network, Black Law Student Association at another college. And we were talking about what we were going to do for the summer. And that one conversation led to a call about a month later. Hey, Cynthia, are you still looking for an opportunity this summer? And it opened up a door that I was able to work for State Farm in their House Council for 2 summers. So those type of things are really, really huge. When I moved from Los Angeles to Las Vegas, I said, how can I meet friends? Because my aunt had moved several times with her husband as an executive as he moved from state to state to move his career forward. And so I learned from them, that it takes a long time, up to 7 years, to create a network when you move to a new city. So I started a networking group to meet like-minded women that were interested in business, entrepreneurship, leadership, called Networking in High Heels, for lunch every 2 weeks. And so that was in 2012. Although people from Vegas moved, and some are still there, some have moved away, but we're still friends. And it's just a fabulous way to make friends on a personal level, as well as for business. So on a business level, I had a networking group called, what was it called? A Martini Monday Mixer. And 8 people came to my mixer, and I connected all these people. I would love to know how many thousands and thousands of dollars were made over those free drink tickets. Yeah. But I didn't make anything from it. And so I always was like, And people would approach me and say, well, for a consultation fee, I will show you how to monetize this 80 people that are coming through your event every week. And I said, oh, but how much is that going to cost? So then time passed and I said, I don't know, I'm just going to put it aside. So long story short, I came upon NIA, and that was the game changer for me. They had a system in place that offered solutions. Even if I started a group of my own, which I was contemplating, how could I bring value to this group of people that I would bring together and monetize it was the question. And I was racking my brains about that for months and weeks. And then finally, NIA appeared, and it had everything more than I could have imagined that was available to bring solutions to a small business owner for a nominal fee, and have the guidance of, someone with experience in business. Like all of us, we have experience in business. So when you say come join my network, it's that we bring the system, the tools, solutions, and our experience to bear in that group. And it's really powerful. It's really powerful.
Absolutely. So to answer the question, as you said, Jennifer, it's a learned skill. So people go to events, they get all dressed up, I gotta glue my eyelashes on, I gotta pick out the right wig. I'm just saying, I just get in my car, pay a cover, show up, pass out a bunch of business cards, and nothing happens.
That's right.
And it was frustrating. And I know there are entrepreneurs watching this right now who feel the same way. With Network in Action, it's intentional. As Dr. Rountree said, people join us to help you grow.
Yeah.
People join us to help you grow. Yes, in the process, they grow too, because the you on the other side are the people who are going to help you to grow. So, when Network in Action came into my life, I had just told my friend who's a coach the week before, ain't no way I'm starting a networking group. There is no way that I am starting a networking group, because I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this. And the next thing I knew, 1 week later, Network in Action came into my life and filled everything I said I didn't have. So that leads me into the next question. Why do you think that franchising is better than starting from scratch? And I'm going to start with Dr. Cynthia, because she kind of just alluded to that. And so why do you think the system is better than doing it from scratch?
Well, there are so many moving parts in having a networking group. It goes beyond just where is the location, what's the time, all those parameters. That's a drop in the bucket of all the decisions that go behind making this event successful, to have an intentional networking group that's powerful and profitable. And that's what we have. The tools there. When you're in business, you have so many questions that you have to concern yourself with, and having a system in place, you can be your best. You can be 100% the leader of the group, the person. Really, you can engage in the networking. You can be the connector because you're fully present in that moment, and you're not worried about the little details, like the agenda, putting the agenda together, sending out the reminders. There's a drip system. They've already put all these things in place. You don't have to think about it. You just show up and be your best self. And that's the best part of it, is not having to think about how do I collect the money? It's a million things you have to do. In our system with the NIA, that I printed out the sheet. It's a spreadsheet. That spreadsheet is 4 pages of the things to do, to check off. Have you done this? Have you done that? Your DBA, your bank account for business. There's so many things. Business cards. Do I do a printed one or a digital? Do I have the right background on my virtual meetings? I mean, it goes on and on. And you don't have to think about it. You just check the box. Did I do it? Yes or no? Boom, move on.
Yes.
Awesome. And then we have Scott, of course, the franchise, our leader, that he's available for a phone call to assist us one-on-one. And so what's better than that when you can have a mentor, a knowledgeable, it paves the road for success for a lot smoother.
The other thing is, look at us. We're creating our own support system right here that if we were doing this on our own, we would be by ourselves. And that was so eye-opening to me about franchising, because I just didn't realize there were other people out there, a home-based system at that. Because every time I thought about franchise, first of all, it was burgers and chicken. It was brick and mortar. It was signage. It was a lease. I never thought of that there was a home-based system that we could plug into. And Jennifer will tell you, there's hundreds of home-based franchises out there, not just NIA. So having the support, the connections, the sisterhood we're creating, right? And this is not to exclude anybody else, by the way. We have a lot of franchisees that are doing their thing, but this is the connection, and we're passionate about helping Brown people understand the power. So Dr. Sarah, my question for you is, I think you too had tried something similar, and you bought into the franchise. How did you hear about the franchise, and what made you say yes?
Yes. So the founder reached out to me directly because I said I do use LinkedIn a lot. So he reached out to me directly on LinkedIn and was asking me, he saw what I was doing, and he said, how am I getting referrals if this was the only way? And I started to think about it. I said, well, the only way I get referrals is through LinkedIn or through word of mouth. And when I took a look at his profile, I was like, yeah, I'm already doing this stuff like on my own. I'm already getting people together. I'm already connecting people, but I wasn't monetizing that. So I was very interested in what this model provided because it had everything laid out. It was a blueprint, a roadmap, and it was helpful because, why reinvent the wheel? We clearly talked about, I was thinking to myself, okay, I could do this on my own. Like I could just do this on my own. Why get a franchise? Well, just as Cynthia had mentioned, and some of the other folks have mentioned here, it's already ready. It's already done. Like, why put yourself through the stress? And you save yourself thousands of hours and time. Time is a wonderful commodity. And I don't want to spend time trying to figure all this out. I would have been doing it by myself. I've had other jobs where I'm the lone ranger and I'm the only one doing that work, and it's very lonely. But with the NIA franchise, it allows us to come together, as you mentioned, like this. We have a support system with each other, not with just with each other, but with the president and founder, again, directly mentoring us, all the tools and the services, and just a beautiful network of people. It's just something that I could not have done on my own. So much more affordable than I thought it would, because we have this myth, like, what is a franchise? Like you said, the burgers and and that's what I thought. And I thought, okay, lots of hundreds and hundreds of thousands and thousands of dollars that and I just never ever considered it. But this model has allowed me to say, to actually acquire this opportunity. So I'm very grateful.
Well, I know I was going to the investment next. So the investment is really low for a franchise. When he changed the investment, I looked at him like, huh? Because it's like, and this is the time, because it's going to change again. So if you are interested in learning more about how to be a network in action franchisee, certainly reach out to me or Jennifer for that. But the earning potential is so good. I'm proud to say in 2.5 years, I crossed the 6-figure mark last year with just my network in action franchise. Now that, and because I'm a business coach, it went hand in hand with exactly what I'm doing. So my question next is for Dr. Rountree. Dr. Rountree, you're a leadership expert. How does networking and leadership go together?
It's like a hand in a glove. It really is. It was a no-brainer. Let me just say, when this opportunity was presented to me, my husband jumped on board first. And if anyone knows him, knows that he is risk averse. So when I saw him encouraging me to take this step of faith, I knew I was on to something. And with my leadership coaching, it's amazing. A number of my franchise members are also my leadership coaching clients. And not only that, but they are referring me out to do trainings. So it really does go in tandem, and I'm so grateful for that as well. And being in this industry, specifically as an NIA franchise owner, after a year, people are starting to know. People are coming to me, both for my coaching and my leadership training, but also for NIA. And it's an extraordinary experience every day, even though sometimes I'm exhausted, and sometimes I am. I have so much joy, so much energy and enthusiasm about what I do. It truly is a gift. It truly is something to be grateful for, this opportunity. Anybody who's ever wanted to be an entrepreneur and wanted to use a turnkey option that can help and support you in so many areas of your life and bring you such gratification because you're supporting other business owners and other people to get the clients that they need, or to have another stream of income, whatever that reason is. For me, it's all of those reasons. And to be able to have a legacy for my son, he sees me working. He wants to come to my networking groups. Now that he's almost 18, he can. And so to be able to train him so that, Lord willing, he can take over someday, this truly was a no-brainer. And if anyone doesn't take, I tell people all the time about the opportunity to take advantage of this special that's going on, because if you get in now, you're paying so much less than what I paid for 3 groups. So get in. I mean, get someone, hire someone to run it for you. Yeah. I mean, it really is a no-brainer. In fact, I'm getting ready to talk myself into getting another group or 2, because it's just that much of a fantastic way to be your own boss, create wealth and more income for yourself. So awesome. It was a no-brainer, Tony.
Jennifer, I see you've unmuted yourself.
Yes, I love that, Dr. Rountree. And in this whole franchise industry, every brand, they want to talk about, who is the ideal client for their brand, right?
Yes.
So when you look at networking and networking action, I can honestly say to myself, I would not have ever thought that a networking action group would complement what I'm doing as a franchise consultant.
Exactly.
It works hand in hand. Franchise businesses are looking for, that leg up, that support. How can you bring me clients and all of that? It just works so well together.
It really
So my
does.
next question then is around, what are your thoughts about the ideal client? Because all of you are talking about how networking action is a complement to what you already do. So talk about that a little bit more.
And are you saying client or franchisee?
For a franchisee.
Franchisee. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'll start with that one. And that is, you have to have a heart for helping other business owners to grow. Mm-hmm. And the measuring line for that is, are you already a connector of people and you're doing it for free? When people say, who do you know? And you got your phone out making a text intro. Yeah. If that is you, this is for you. And that was me. Right. And I kept thinking, I wish I could make money at this. But all I knew was to start something from scratch. So again, if you're already a connector of people, it's ideal for you. Anybody else want to add? We're almost out of time. So I just want to make sure. Anybody else want to add to that?
I'll just say, you know what, if you enjoy going out and socializing, if you love people, you got to love people. You got to be a collaborator. It has to be a win-win. It can't be all about you and your success. If you genuinely care about other people and their success, then this franchise is for you. If you care genuinely about giving value to others, then this is going to be for you. This isn't hard work. This isn't work at all. It's fun. You're learning a process, of course. You're trying to understand aspects of it. Makes you a better business owner, because you're learning all these processes that you can integrate into your own business, which is what I do. We have a platform that's $12,000 a year for people who aren't even in our group. And this platform has helped to make me a better business leader, a better entrepreneur in my own business as a leadership coach, not to mention as an NIA franchise owner. So, I'm not trying to sell you on NIA. I mean, if you don't buy a franchise, we'll have more to buy from, because I know I'm going to be buying more in the future. I'm just saying this is an opportunity that you should take advantage of for yourself and for your future. Call each one of us. We each have a testimony. We each have a motivation beyond ourselves. And we each are seeing the fruit of our labor. I haven't been in as long as Tony, but man, every day QuickBooks is saying a check's on the way. Check's on the way. Hallelujah. Praise Jesus. So I'm just saying, it's awesome.
I'm telling you, cash flow is another good thing, because our members can pay monthly, and I get paid twice a month now because I've structured it that way. So it really is a great model. Dr. Sarah, and go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to Dr. Rountree here. Also, a great trait to have is to be coachable. Remember, there's already a blueprint in place that you can just follow that. If you follow the model, you will be successful versus trying to do it on your own. Otherwise, you might as well just be doing it on your own. So that's just one other thing to add.
Scott would kiss you right now. He's watching, and he will kiss you for saying that, because if you're not coachable and you can't follow this, franchising period is not for you. If you're hard-headed, you don't want to do franchising. Right?
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't have time to learn a system. So yeah, this is perfect for people who don't have time but want to be successful. Follow the model.
Follow the models.
Well,
Cynthia.
I just want to add, the right here is evidence of what the franchise is, the support system. You're not alone. And so a lot of times entrepreneurs, it's a very lonely experience, because most people are programmed to go do the 9-to-5 thing. So they're like, why don't you just get a job? You work so hard. You said you were going to be free, and you're, studying and working on your website and all this kind of stuff. So you're not alone. And that's so powerful.
Yeah. Well, this has been amazing. I appreciate all of you all taking some time out of your busy schedule. We didn't even mention that Jennifer is a leader, because I'm now a multi-unit franchisee, and I'm excited to hear Dr. Roundtree's already thinking that way. And I know these other sisters are going to be multi-unit, because then we will be able to help more business owners to grow.
Yes.
This was the best decision I've made in my business, transformational. And we just want to thank you all for showing up today. Thank you for giving your wisdom. Some of you are super new at this, but you already have the fire in your belly for it. And I'm just so proud that we are representing in such a great way.
Tony, before we go, do we want to share about the group that we're forming, what that will be about?
Sure, go ahead. You do it. Jennifer, you can share.
Yeah. So for our audience, we are within Networking Action. The ladies that you see here, we are forming a group to support Black females in business, and we are so excited to do that. And if you are a Black female and you need support, we invite you to reach out to either one of us to get more information about the group, or if you're interested in franchising, which is the whole topic, definitely reach out.
And then also, we will be doing a virtual Next Level Connections meeting. We currently have it on our calendars. I think it's for May 25th, somewhere around there. But stay tuned for that. It is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be fun. I think we have the 24th. So we're gonna get the details out to you guys, get a flyer done. And this is for Next Level Connections. Come network with us. Come and learn how to make real connections, get more referrals in your business, so we all can grow together. Ladies, thank you very much for joining us. I'm going to remove you from the stream, but sit there in the background and we will be right back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Another one, lady.
Yes,
We
that
did
was
it
awesome.
again.
I love that. I love that. Such a powerhouse.
Such a powerhouse. So I'm excited for us being together next week again. If you are in ATL or you know people in ATL, show up to our event Thursday evening, the 19th, in person. And we're going to have some food, some fun, some networking, connecting. We're going to do Soul Train networking.
That's right. Oh my God. I got to put my dancing shoes on.
So it's going to be a blast. And bring your business cards.
That's right.
Dust them off and bring your business cards. This is Tony Harris Taylor saying take a drastic step today
For a fantastic step tomorrow. Bye,
Yay.
everyone.
Bye.